Welcome everyone to today's special event, Crystal Cruises Reimagined, the future of luxury at sea. We are so glad you could join us as we take a closer look at how Crystal is redefining elegance, innovation, and personalized service on the world's oceans. I'm joined today by my co-host, Camille Bailey, Regional Sales Director with Crystal Cruises, who will be sharing her expertise and insights throughout our session. Sit back, relax, and get ready to discover what makes Crystal Cruises one of the most extraordinary ways to travel.
Okay, my name is Sarah Califf, and this is our 46th cruise on Crystal company. We started since 1993 with the Harmony, and then when they built up the Symphony and now the Serenity, and I love the ships now, the Crystal Symphony Serenity. I'm very, very happy that, and I feel like at home in Crystal. I mean, I can't even describe how wonderful it is to be cruising with Crystal. I mean, the service is absolutely outstanding. The staff, unbelievable. They make you feel like at home. As soon as I come, I see a lot of familiar faces, and they are really, really willing and eager to welcome and help you in any way possible. I'm really, really, really happy.
Hi, my name's Ted, and I'm a travel agent cruising with Ted. Could you tell me your name, how many Crystal cruises you've been on, and tell me more about what people can expect on Crystal and what they have to look forward to?
Well, my name is Jane Rush. This is, I think, my 97th or 98th. I'm not sure.
Wait a minute, 98?
Yes.
98.
98.
Almost 100 cruises.
Right.
How the heck did that happen?
It's wonderful. I started on Harmony in 98.
Yeah?
And I come back as often as I possibly can.
And what is it that keeps you coming back?
The crew.
The crew?
The crew and the food.
Okay, and what brings you to Crystal? And how many cruises have you done, Marion?
I've done more than 50.
50, that's a lot of cruises.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you coming back?
The atmosphere of Crystal, the staff, the itineraries, the activities.
Thank you so much for having me, Ted. It's so amazing to be here and to be able to talk about Crystal. I had the pleasure of being invited on board Crystal in September of 2024. I was a guest and had very low expectation, really, of what would happen. I knew very little about Crystal. I just knew they were synonymous with service, and I really just could not wait to experience the product. And at the end of my 8-night Canada-New England voyage from Quebec to New York City, I said to myself, after 18 years in the cruise industry, I grew up professionally at Royal Caribbean Group, so I've worked with brands like Celebrity, Azamara, Royal. I really said to myself, you know what? I'm ready to get back into the cruise game, and if I'm going to do that, Crystal is the brand that I want to represent. So I'm extremely excited to be here and to be able to talk to you about Crystal. I've been with the company since January, and so let's talk about why Crystal is exceptional at sea. I do have a couple videos, and Ted has been gracious enough that at the end, if you have any questions, we'll be able to answer those for you. So please make notes or put it in the chat so that we don't miss answering your questions. So here we go.
We're starting again. You want to scream to the world that we're back in business. We're here. Come on, we're waiting for you.
Coming back on board the ship just now and seeing the crew, everybody was crying.
It's the crew that creates the soul of the ship.
We recognize them, they recognize us. It's a wonderful bond, a wonderful bond.
There is such a loyalty from past guests and from our crew members to these guests. It's like coming back to the family. The old Crystal is here with new enhancements, and I can say a better Crystal. Accommodation now, fabulous.
They've literally cleared out whole decks of cabins and made them larger.
We will have the largest amount of space per guest in the industry.
You could see the attention to detail, whether it's the bathroom, the shower, the flooring, very impressive.
Most important thing is service. Outstanding, exceptional service.
The most amazing thing is they've really kept the commitment on the crew, even though they've reduced the number of passengers by 30%. So now you're talking about almost 1-to-1.
I always kid with people, the crew knows more about me than I sometimes know about myself.
The combination, a merge of Crystal and AMK, and I think will produce the best tours. I think the result will be outstanding.
It's just adding another luxury element to the toolbox that Crystal has.
I was so happy that this beautiful vessel had been resurrected like a phoenix from the ashes. It's a feeling you can't describe.
I want my Crystal. It's part of my happy place.
No one else gives you what Crystal can give you.
Anyone who's been on Crystal, they know what the Crystal feel is. Just home. It's really home.
Every time I watch that video, I'm ready to go back on board. Okay, so let's talk about what's new with Crystal. So our ships were completely refurbished in 2023. So as mentioned in the video, we reduced the guest capacity by 30% on both of our ships. So our Crystal Symphony now has a guest capacity of 606 guests, and our Elegant Crystal Serenity, 740 guests. So both ships have a nearly 1 to staff member per guest ratio, and we're extremely proud of that. It allows us to deliver the continuity of service and the level of service that our guests are used to. Exciting news for us is that we have 3 new ocean-going ships on order, and the first is set to be delivered in Q2, so May of 2028. These beautiful ships will have a guest capacity of 690, so staying right in line with what our current capacity is. We'll maintain the same guest to crew ratio. But what's really important to note is on our new ships, they will be all suite accommodations, all with private verandas. So we'll talk a little bit more about our current ships in just a bit, but our new ships will have all verandas, all suites, and we've maintained our promenade deck, and we are the only cruise line that still has a promenade deck that doesn't have deck chairs or sitting or lounge area, an actual promenade deck that you're able to take a stroll, and we really are proud to maintain that. Our guests love that we still have that. And more exciting news is that our 2 ships will be going under refurbishment, the Crystal Symphony, later this year, actually just a month from now. I can't believe it's already October of 2025. But she will be getting about $25 million worth of upgrades. So we are upgrading in these pictures our atrium area and our Crystal Cove, also our guest relations area and our future cruise sales area. So just beautiful upgrades coming to our ships later this year, and then the Crystal Serenity next year. Since we've been back, we put a lot of thought into what makes Crystal different. And we have 4 pillars that we're really proud to stand by, which is enriching experiences. Our partnership with A&K really allows us to deliver that exceptional at sea and the continuity of exceptional at land by offering insider access to destinations and really authentic experiences on land. Also perfectly at home. We have considered really how we wanted to design our ships, and we went with an elegant approach, offering more spacious suites and public areas and a really warm welcome. When you're boarding a Crystal ship, you'll always hear our crew say, "Welcome home." And it really makes a difference because that's what it feels like when you're on board, home. We have an impeccable level of service. And what I really took away from my first voyage with Crystal was just how much it felt like family. The service was so anticipatory and just, there was nothing pretentious about it. You have a butler in all categories, ocean view to our Crystal penthouse suite, but it really felt like a level of service where our crew just wants to engage and deliver what you want, what your expectations are. So it's a really great feeling, and you have everything at your fingertips. Another pillar for us is our world-class dining. Crystal has done an incredible job in partnering with Michelin star chefs, also with Chef Nobu. So we have the only Nobu at sea, Umi Uma. And even in our main dining room, waterside, the experience is second to none. I always say our unsung hero at Crystal is our entertainment. When I went on board, I really thought I was going to be catching up on some much needed rest. And with 2 shows every night, also guest lecture series. We have dance host on board. So you can't see me, but I'm about 6 feet tall and I travel alone. So no one's ever asking me to dance. And it's really nice to have the dance host on board because I don't just have to be a spectator. I can actually be on the dance floor enjoying myself. So these are the things that make Crystal different and that we're really proud of. So let's talk about some of our inclusions. We are a luxury cruise line. And so we do offer what we say is a welcome bottle of Jacquard champagne. We chose that brand because it's a boutique brand, much like we are. However, that welcome bottle is replenished on a daily basis by your butler. So as mentioned, we do have butler service in all categories, from our ocean view up to our Crystal penthouse suite, 24-hour in-suite dining, unlimited champagne, wine, spirits, and soft drinks. And that is premium. It's not, like a entry-level brands. We do have specialty dining included at Umi Uma, beef bar, unlimited specialty dining, and Osteria de Video, which is our Italian style dining. We do offer shoe shine service, also assistance with packing and unpacking. And what for me is also the standout here is the unlimited standard Wi-Fi on up to 4 devices. So we do use Starlink. And for our guests who are trying to disconnect, if you will, and they're not trying to connect to devices, we do have an interactive tablet that is in every guest room and suite. So it gives you daily news, and it also allows you to make any reservations in the spa or specialty dining. We do have premium Ortesia bathroom products and Etro bathrobes for use while on board. And then just a little bit more about our amazing dining experience on board.
The food is outstanding.
The food stands out here. It is amazing.
The restaurants are beautiful.
The service is elegant, dedicated. They are happy to serve you.
We cover the entire world in flavors. We have 11 different dining options. We have a new authentic Italian restaurant. It's called the Osteria do Video, and we partnered with a Michelin-starred chef from southern Italy.
One of the philosophies is we don't go eating, we go dining.
Umi Uma is Nobu Matsuhisa's only seagoing restaurant.
Good food, good service, and good atmosphere. So this is my ikigai.
Waterside is our fine dining restaurant. Our menu changes daily. Fried and Grill is a casual menu, from burgers to wraps to salads. Marketplace is our buffet restaurant. It is a buffet, but everything is cooked fresh.
Great atmosphere that delivers the best possible experience on board.
Should have probably had dinner before watching that. Now I'm hungry all over again. So I would be remiss to not speak about our crew. That was a standout. When I got on board, I have a customer service pre-cruise guest experience background. And when I boarded the ship, I could not understand how every interaction that I had with the crew on board was more exceptional than the one before. And in having conversations at that point in September of 2024, we had 84% of our crew back on board. And since then, this number has actually changed. We're over 90% of the crew back. And for a 30-year-old company, having an average tenure of our crew of about 18 years, it is really impressive. And it really helps us to deliver a like-minded way of delivering service. And it makes it really different. And I use this quote all the time because it's exactly how I felt. But one of our guests said, I was treated like royalty, but felt like family. And that's genuinely the Crystal feel. So, these are our guest rooms and suites. And so if you see the first, it says a single guest room with ocean view. And I labeled it as single intentionally because we do have on all of our voyages 16 guest rooms that are held for solo travelers with a 0 single supplement. And so that single guest room is identical to the double guest room. We don't compromise on the space just because you're traveling alone. So 16, so those are definitely, if you are a solo traveler, you do want to book those because we do have quite an impressive program for our solo travelers. So those go really fast. And then it goes into our double guest room with veranda, which is identical to that ocean view room, in addition to the veranda. And then we have our aquamarine suite, which starts at 323 square feet in suite. It's an all-encompassing suite. So you have your couch, your dressing area, and it's quite remarkable. Their services, upgrades, additional amenities for laundry. And then you move into what is my favorite suite on board, a sapphire veranda suite. So this is the first suite that gives you a separate bedroom and living area. It is also the first suite. So in essence, what we did in 2023 when we did the redesign is we took 2 guest rooms with verandas and we combine them. So if you look at the square footage, we literally put 2 rooms together to allow you to have a separate bedroom and a separate living area. So in that sapphire veranda suite, you are also able to host complimentary cocktail parties at no additional charge to you. So I always say you can invite the friends that you went on board with or the new friends that you meet when you get on board. So it's quite a lovely suite. And then as you move into our Junior Crystal Penthouse Suite and our Crystal Penthouse Suite, these suites come with amenities such as unlimited dining at our specialty restaurants. You are able to have in-suite dining. So any restaurant that you would like to dine at or have the menu for that evening, it can be delivered to your suite. So the other highlight for those 2 suites is that they both have half bathrooms. So if you are entertaining, it is a nice feature for your actual bedroom and bathroom to stay private, and then it has that half bathroom while entertaining. And then a little bit about our entertainment on board.
Crystal for entertainment is second to none.
People come because they want to be a part of something that's different and unique, and I think Crystal offers something that's different and unique.
guests have the opportunity to see 2 different shows on one evening, and that just doesn't happen with our competitors.
Anything and everything you want entertainment-wise, we got it right here.
Those special evenings where there's so much happening on board. I love that about Crystal and what we offer. It's exciting.
We have every kind of activity you can imagine. That's what Crystal is known for. We have arts and crafts. We have wine tasting.
We have bridge lectures. We have dance instructors. We have a PGA certified golf professional. We have health and wellness, yoga classes, Pilates. So we want to offer a lot of choice and variety for our guests.
Fun, excitement, and great cruising.
So a little bit about our inspiring itineraries. With 2 ships, we really say that our ships are chasing the sun. So we are everywhere from Alaska, Australia, New Zealand, and as you can see, just about everywhere else in between. We are extremely strategic in how we move our ships around because we want to take you to the destinations when it's the prime time to be there. So we're in Rio for Carnival, we're in Monaco for the Grand Prix, really just intentional about giving you the experience that you'd like. So I did highlight some featured voyages. There are some last minute experiences that you can still have. So a round trip New York, we do have wellness voyages. So as you can see, Lisbon to Accra. And then just a little pre-season wrap up. We have a Cartagena to Fort Lauderdale, 8 nights. Just a really nice Caribbean itinerary. And then some of our key highlights in 26. As you can see, it's a similar motion, January, February. We have the symphony going from Africa, then to the Southeast. Japan is such a hot destination right now, for lack of a better term. Everyone is wanting to be in Japan. And then we are back in Alaska this, next year for the season, which we are incredibly excited about. It's our first season back with the new Crystal. And then September to December, Symphony will be doing North America, the Caribbean, Central and South America. And then our Serenity will be doing the South Pacific into Australia, around to Asia, doing the Med, then Northern Europe, Scandinavia, Europe and the Med, and then back to the Caribbean and the Americas. So a lot of options available. And just some highlight in terms of voyages. As I mentioned, Japan is a really hot ticket for next year. So we do have a really nice round trip Tokyo. I also wanted to share an Alaska itinerary, and then Caribbean is always a nice go-to at the end of the year when you just need a minute to refocus. So what are some of the great options that and offers that we have in the marketplace? We do have our Save and Indulge, which allows you to save up to $3,000 per suite on select voyages. Through all of our open deployment. The only thing that's excluded is our 2028 World Cruise. So it's select voyages between now and 2027. And then there's also up to $1,500 per suite in shipboard credit. So you do have up until October 31st to book that. And then we have some really great, what we refer to as evergreen offers. If you've cruised with Crystal before, we want to say thank you. We give you a 2.5% discount saying thank you, welcome home. And if that booking is made on board, then we give you an additional 2.5%. If you refer a friend to cruise with Crystal and have them call Ted, then we give your friend 5% for booking for the first time with Crystal. And you, as a Crystal Society member, bank that same dollar amount for you to use towards one of your future cruises. And if you've never cruised with the new Crystal, we still want to say welcome home. And we give you 5% on the first booking that you make with the new Crystal. So all great for your partnership and the incredible way that you service your clients and get them here. I would love to extend anyone that is booking with you over the next 3 weeks I will give them $250 off per guest based on double occupancy. So that's a savings of $500 for booking with you in the next 3 weeks. So
Wow.
I'll send that over to you, but that's
Very
exclusive to
generous.
you. Yes.
Do you have some time for some questions? Can you see the
Absolutely.
questions, Camille, or I can read them out?
Oh, I don't see them, but yep, I'm ready for
Okay.
them.
Sean says the ships look beautiful. These are just comments.
Yep. Thank you, Sean.
Nancy's going on Vancouver to New York City in 2027, repositioning.
Oh, how lovely. And
So,
that's in the fall, right? So you'll be able to see the fall foliage?
It's late summer.
Late summer, yeah, so early. Okay.
And somebody asked about A&K. They didn't know what that stands for. If you want to explain that.
Sure. So A&K is Abercrombie and Kent. They have been in business for over 60 years. They were founded by the Kent family. Jeffrey Kent is actually the founder, and he had this vision of wanting to do adventure by day and luxury by night. And his family happened to have all of this land in South Africa that gave him the ability to say, let's try this out. And when we think of African safaris today, it seems, quite natural to think of that luxury safari, but I would venture to say that that really became a thing because of Jeffrey Kent. And so he founded Abercrombie and Kent with his family over 60 years ago. And he was very good friends with our executive chairman, Manfredi, whose family founded Silversea. And in 2020, he sold Silversea 100% to Royal Caribbean Group. And then he and Jeffrey Kent decided they were going to write their last chapter together in this travel business. And as any good story goes, in 2022, when Crystal became available, they decided to purchase because they knew what a brilliant marriage it would be to be able to do exceptional on land through Abercrombie and Kent, and then marry that with Crystal's exceptional at sea. So I hope that helps to bring a little color to the A&K Travel Group, as we are now called.
Okay. Thank you, Camille. Nancy's been on, by the way, has been on 12 cruises. She's interested in the new restaurants, the new restaurants. And Sean asks, is the dress formal or casual or a combination of both? Tell us about the dress on board.
Yeah, so that's a really great question. And it's a really hot topic for us right now, because one thing about Crystal is we really do listen. We have so many loyal Crystal Society members that when we came back to service, there was a thought that the casino really didn't have a place on board. And so when we came back in 2023, we came back without casinos. And our guests said, nope, that's not going to work. And so late last year, we had casinos put back on board, and they have been well received. So very similarly, we have a subset of our guests who really enjoy getting dressed up when they're on board. And then we have guests who really enjoy resort style experience in terms of going to the dining room. So we are really at a unique place where we are, I would say, testing the waters. So we do not allow, we do not allow denim in the dining room for dinner. However, I will tell you that I have seen on occasion a very well-dressed with the sport coat and shirt. So it really is going to be up to the discretion at this point. We do have formal nights that are optional, but in terms of daily attire, we say traditionally it's slacks. You do not have to wear a sport coat and a nice button-up shirt.
Okay, another question, Camille. Thank you. What dates will Serenity undergo refurbishment in 2026?
So that date has not been announced yet, but it will be late in the year Q3. So I'm talking in quarters. I'm so sorry. It will be late in the year around, I would say, between September and November of 2026. And they're just working that out with the dry dock schedules because she was actually scheduled to do her dry dock this year as well. And the decision was made that we probably should not have both ships undergoing dry dock. So it actually created some incredible preview voyages. So we have a voyage that leaves from Fort Lauderdale on November 11th and goes to San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's a 4-day voyage. And then the same ship, the Serenity, leaves on the 15th from San Juan and ends 5 days later in Bridgetown, Barbados, visiting incredible islands like Dominique, Martinique, St. Bart. So definitely reach out to Shelley and she'll be able to give you more details about that. And then you have this incredible offer that will give you the $250 off. So.
Okay, and just a couple more things.
Sure.
So Sean asked about a spa and about excursions.
Yeah, so we have, go ahead. I'm so sorry, Ted.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so we have both. Our excursions become available for booking 180 days prior to your departure date, and you can book right up until 3 days prior. Any excursions that are booked during that time are confirmed, but you do not pay for them at that time. So you pay for them once you are on board. So you make all your reservations. No credit card is necessary to pay for that. Once you are on board, what we do is we take any shipboard credit that you have, we take it away from your total charges, including shore excursion, spa, even if they were pre-reserved, and then you are just responsible for the balance.
You introduce me, tell me who he is.
This is the hearth and heart of Crystal Serenity, right here. This man.
Thank you very much.
He can do it all. He can do it all. Does it all.
Everything he can do. Give me a moment of thanks.
He's welcoming. He's supportive. He's dutiful, and he's someone that everybody on board the ship knows and always has, and is a good friend as well.
I know. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Make sure.
I'm Steve, my wife Sally.
Hi. Hi, Ted.
With the new Crystal all remodeled, it looks just spectacular.
We couldn't wait to get back. Oh, friendly people, great service, excellent food. I can't, and if you play pickleball, 2 beautiful pickleball courts.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, one thing I'll throw in for you.
What's that?
Is if you take luxury cruises, we've been on Regent and Seabourn and Celebrity as well. And the entertainment on Crystal and the food service, and frankly just the service in general, is first class. Really, we see the differences.
Thank you for joining us for Crystal Cruises Reimagined, the future of luxury at sea. We hope you enjoyed this inside look at how Crystal is elevating the art of ocean travel. A special thank you to my co-host, Camille Bailey from Crystal Cruises, for sharing her knowledge and passion with us today. When you're ready to plan your unforgettable Crystal journey, reach out to Shelley at shelley@cruisinwithted.com or call 406-360-8059. Until next time, we wish you smooth seas and endless horizons.
That's all, folks. Give me a call. Give Shelley a call. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.